Hello everybody. How is everyone doing right now? It is time once again to share music because music is everything. And the person I'm going to bring up next is someone I followed in the band Fall of Envy. There's a history there. It goes all the way back to 2008 when I saw this lead singer front a band Fall of Envy in Orlando. And it just blew me away. And, they always say that the front man can carry the band and the energy. And Mike Baker does that every single time. He brings it. And his vocals are just incredible. Plus the lyrics. Writes the majority of the lyrics for that band. Well, he has started a new project. And that is what we're here to talk about. Is Mike Baker on the phone. And how you doing, Mike?
Doing great, Don. I appreciate you having me on.
Absolutely, man.
Talking with you.
Absolutely. And this is exciting. When I, caught wind that you were about to do something solo, I went, what direction is he going to go? And your debut song, Loser. And actually, before I get into the song and a little bit about your project, I do want to talk about the name, Thr3e 6ix. And I know that if everyone goes out to Spotify or out there and looks up Thr3e 6ix, it's written in a unique way. Basically, the three three is spelt out, but it's a numeric 3 for the first E. In the 6, which is spelled out, 6 is numeric in the front. And so 364. So what is this story behind 364?
Well, it's interesting, and obviously for sake of time, I won't go too far. But when I started doing the project, I was trying to think of something that I would want to name the project, and being in so many different bands in years past, and still obviously Fall of Envy. It was kind of interesting because it was like, well, do I just use my name, or what should I use this for? And band names are, it's different when you're trying to name a full band, but when it's just yourself, but right off the bat, talking with my label, Octave Match, they said, well, it'd be really difficult to use your own name because, if I was named something extremely unique, maybe that would go well, but Michael Baker's not exactly, the most unique name. And so if you looked up Michael Baker, whatever way you're listening to music, you'd probably find hundreds. So that set me down the path of trying to find a name for the project, and ultimately, the 364 actually represents my personal family. So the 3 represents both myself and my son. The 6 represents both my wife and my daughter, and the 4 is just the fact that there's 4 of us. So it kind of works that way. And as far as like the way the 3 and the 6 is interjected numerically into the title, that's just me. That was me trying to be creative with the title and think of something that would be a cool way to write it out without it just being just spelled out.
Interesting. That is really interesting. And it's really special that music for most people is personal. And I know with you, it really is. I mean, just from your work in your other band, and then listening to the track that we're going to play a little bit later, Loser, music just comes from a very deep place with you. And the fact that you would create this project with the symbolism of your family really shows how serious you're taking this project with this music.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very good.
Well, and I've got a lot of pride in, it's in putting out stuff that I'm going to be proud of, and not just put out stuff just to put I want it to be something that's, musically stuff that I'm very proud of, and wanting to go out on a limb, so to speak, and take some walls down and let some people hear some of that individual stuff without the full band. And so it's a unique chance to do that, and so I enjoy it, but it's given me a chance to do a lot of deeper meaning type of stuff. Not that I've not done that before with bands, but I can start exploring some things that I had conversations within songs that I haven't done before that I've always wanted to do.
Yeah, that's a great way of putting it, and that how personal you can make it without, I think that's why a lot of artists that are in bands go solo, so that it can be even more personal than having to share it with other people. It's a part of you that's really coming out in this. And you in a text with you had with me earlier, or actually last night, I thought you said it best, is how when it is a project all within you, you could really be your own worst critic and I guess get caught in a creative loop constantly when you're trying to tweak things, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Which is part of the reason why me putting out any type of solo stuff is this isn't something that I've thought about just recently and said, hey, that sounds like a good idea. This is kind of some things that have been in the making for, we're talking probably 15 years at minimum, that this has kind of been slowly generating in the background of my musical career, and I kind of felt like it was time and for me to start putting stuff out there.